Welcome to another tutorial on the battery management system. So in this particular tutorial, we will be looking into the SOC OCV curve based on different cell chemistries and how a voltage sensor reading is more important when we are dealing with such curves, and how accurately we can measure if we are measuring the voltage, how we are able to predict the SOC based on that particular voltage. So if you load the different characteristic like different battery chemistries, then you will have three type of chemistries available over here, which we will be selecting one by one, and then we will be increasing or decreasing the voltage, and based on that we will try to analyze like how accurate the voltage measurement will conclude on the SOC estimation. The accuracy you will be able to see over here, and based on that we have created this interactive dashboard where you can understand and feel like why SOC calculation is a non-linear estimation method and why we need Kalman filters for this, and which type of Kalman filter will be more applicable in the estimation of SOC. So suppose I am considering the first chemistry, that is lithium phosphate chemistry, then in that case you will be able to see the SOC OCV curve look like this, and in this entire curve you are able to measure the voltage, and from the voltage you can conclude the SOC. But if you see the region over here, right, so there you will have more errors when you try to estimate the SOC based on the voltage. But if you go further, then in that case here the flat zone is there, right? So this is the flat zone. Okay, so in this flat zone if you measure the voltage, then your voltage sensitivity should be playing a very important role, because if you do not measure it accurately, then you will not be able to measure the SOC properly, and there in this case you will have plus to minus 5% SOC error, which is a lot amount of error. And if I increase it further, right, then it is increasing more. Okay, then if you see this zone, right, so there you will be again coming to the moderate sensitivity, and here you will be now reaching to the high sensitivity. So high sensitivity means like the voltage that you measure will correspond to the SOC that you are having, and here you are getting right around 3% of error. So this is how you will be able to know like which type of chemistry and which type of zone if you are in, then how much the voltage measurement plays a important role in determining the SOC. So suppose I choose different type of chemistry and again scan the voltage, okay, then you will be able to see that the accuracy of the SOC is almost high accurate in this chemistry, right? So you will not have any issue in this particular type of cell chemistry when you try to take the voltage as the estimation. If you choose the last chemistry that we have, right, so in this case you will find some sensitive area, right? This is moderate stable, and if you measure the voltage you will get less error. But if you go further, then again you will have high accuracy in this region, right? So the most complicated one that you are able to see over here is the lithium ion phosphate, and here you are getting this moderate to high flat risk zone where you will be finding it very difficult to estimate the SOC based on the voltage. So this is why we need to understand the Kalman filter to deal with all these non-linearities, right? So for this, we will be analyzing which type of Kalman filter is more applicable, and based on that, we will be using that Kalman filter only, ignoring the basic understanding of Kalman filter logic. So here in this particular tutorial series, we will not look very deep into the Kalman filter, but we will mostly look into the application related to the Kalman filter, and based on that we will proceed. And we will have one more series which will be like only based on Kalman filter, where you will be able to see like how the Kalman filter with its different derivative works, and how and which type of Kalman filter you will be able to apply to which type of application. So such things will be shown in that particular series in a detailed manner. So it is not like just only you will be able to apply the Kalman filter to the battery management system, but you can apply it to any other prediction or estimation system, which is mostly nonlinear or can be linearized. Okay, so this is all about for this particular video. In case you have any comment or query, please let us know in the comment section. We will be more than happy to clarify your doubts. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.